5 reasons you're not going to hit 100K as a music producer. Sounds really discouraging. And, dude, obviously I'm not trying to be discouraging. But what I'm hoping is that you see this and you don't do these things. I'm going to give you 5 reasons and explain them. And then hopefully you could be like, okay, cool. These are what's going to make me not make money with music. So I'm going to do the opposite. And, what I do myself is I was $25,000 in credit card debt as a music producer and as an artist. And I basically started, what they call a high ticket offer, where I was helping recording artists learn how to produce their own music. And I was also doing custom production work for them. And I went from $25K in debt to $20,000 a month in 1 year, less than a year. Then I doubled my business. And now what I do is I help other music producers get premium clients. One of my clients just hit 10K, and I've got multiple clients who are getting multiple thousands of dollars as music producers. And so that's what I do. And so on this channel, what I hope to do is give you as much value and information as I can, with the hopes that you get some value and information that you can implement. And then listen, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I help you build your music business, help you get premium clients. We'll talk about that. You can figure out how to do that. So let's get into it. Here's the 5 reasons you won't hit 100K as a music producer. So the first one is you won't show up on camera. Now, I'm obviously showing up on camera. I practice what I preach. But look, dude, AI will dominate those who don't have a personal brand. We are living in an age. I could go off on AI. I fucking love AI. As a music producer, as an artist, as a marketer, as every part of my life, I'm like, I love AI. And what we're going through now in AI is, oh man, not about to get off on AI, but what we're going through right now in AI is exactly what we were going through with social media. All the people who are like, Facebook's stupid, Instagram's stupid, I don't want to do social media. Now look at you. Now look at everybody. That's what we're going through with AI. So if you're one of the people who's like, AI is taking over, AI is messing up our game, AI is messing up, beat sales are down because of AI. That is the fucking dumbest thing. Your beat sales are down because you don't have a personal brand. You don't have a strong personal brand. You probably don't have an actual acquisition funnel. So if you don't show up on camera consistently, you ain't going to make it happen. You ain't going to make it happen. With things like Suno AI, Splice, Arcade, Xvox Pro, and AI mix mastering taking over, like you could sit there and having a pissing party about yourself and making your family suffer over it, or you can just learn how to create a personal brand on social media and be unstoppable. So if you're like, oh, I don't want to show up on camera, I'm awkward on camera. Okay, go be broke. Go talk to your therapist and go be broke then if you want. By the way, I've seen therapy too, so I don't think therapy is bad. I'm just saying, like, you can sit here and have a pissing party over this. You can just get the fuck over it and go show up on camera and learn how to do that. Which obviously I teach my clients how to do. Like one of the things we do in my program in the Premium Producer Accelerator under the umbrella of Music Money Mastery is one thing we do is we actually use AI. Speaking of AI, I actually teach you how to create your own custom content GPT so that you can make content like way freaking easier. And I've got like prompts here and I teach you how to create your own. It's pretty sick. So the other thing is you aren't willing to learn sales and hop on one-to-one sales calls. Okay. Here's the deal, dude. If you expect clients in the music space to pay you thousands of dollars and you just expect them to see a pricing list, like a menu at a fucking restaurant and buy from you, you're out of your fucking mind. Music is a challenging niche enough, right? You know this. Artists and musicians are a challenging niche. On top of that, you want to not show up and speak to someone face to face to show them that you care about them. If you don't have the balls to learn you don't have the balls to learn the most important skill you'll ever learn in your life. Come on, bro. Like what are we talking about? Again, like something we do here in the program is we have a whole, by the way, content mastery as well to help you with a personal brand, but we have a whole module on just sales, is mastering high ticket sales. And the cool thing actually is I will create your sales questions for you and coach you through sales. But dude, listen, like if you're one of these people who's like, I don't like getting on sales calls. It's like, I mean, dude, none of us like getting on sales calls. Like I'm pretty good at sales, but I don't like getting on sales calls, hearing objections and bullshit. But dude, I'm telling you right now, it's helped me make over 100 grand year after year after year, average 10, 15, 20 grand a month in profit and income because of sales calls. So I'm cool with it. But if you're one of these people who's like, oh, sales is sleazy, sales is like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you're going to be left behind. You are going to be left behind. The third one is you don't work on your personal development. And I put some things here. I have this story about this guy named Keaton Hoskins. I can show you him really quick. He's such a G. So Keaton Hoskins. Oh, actually, The Muscle is his Instagram name. So I had a chance to meet The Muscle at an event I did. Or no, I didn't do the event. It was an event I went to in Florida. You guys should go follow him, by the way, The Muscle. He's really cool. He's an amazing person. He's really dope. But no, the event was with my my mentor, Austin Medlin. And he put the event on. He had Keaton at the event. It was incredible to meet him. But he told this really, really interesting thing where he said a couple of things he said. So the first thing he said, he quoted Tony Robbins, which was, success is 80% mental, 20% strategic. I think that, he quoted Tony Robbins on that. Right? So that was the first thing was, dude, you will literally not make it. You could have the best strategies and the best things in place to make it. And if you don't have the right mindset to implement it, it's not going to work. Like, again, I keep coming up with more and more examples. I love sharing screen like this. By the way, client Ange just hit 10K in a month. What? Sick. My client Chris got a 3K client. I have a client who's got a 10-time Grammy nom, 2-time Billboard #1. What? Pretty sick. 100K. Here, like, this is a full-on training. How I made $269,000 as a music producer with Instagram ads. There's the training. You know what I'm saying? Full blueprint. How to make $100,000, $10,000 a month. How to become a full-time music producer in 3 months. A couple of my clients getting clients. Pretty cool. Copy these 3 steps. Like, I'm giving the game. How to create a high-ticket offer. How to do everything on Instagram. What's the funnel? Like, I have the information, but dude, what are you going to do with it? Like, because it's free information, you're not going to do shit because you didn't pay. And those who pay attention. That's how it works. So the first one is like 80% mental, 20% strategic. And the other thing is what Keaton said, and I really, really love this quote. He said, if you spend twice as much, I have a typo, I'm a big typo guy, twice as much on your personal development as you do on your business will 10x. And that's straight from Keaton. I loved that quote. He's basically saying if you double your investment on yourself, you'll get 10x the return back. I freaking love that, dude. And so a lot of you guys aren't doing, I mean, Jesus, you're not doing personal development. Reading. How many books do you read? I've been a lot slower on my reading the last couple of years than I used to be. I used to eat books. Like when I was doing 75 hard, which I've done I think I've done 75 hard like 7 or 8 times. I don't remember. I've done it a bunch of times. Like I used to eat books. I don't read as much now, but like I still read almost every single day. And reading is a huge thing for me. Like I actually bought an iPad. Where's my iPad? I don't know where it is. It's probably in my apartment. I bought an iPad mostly so I could have books on it, so that I could just have like a mobile library. So nice. Exercising, bro. Like, what are we doing? Right? Dieting. What are we doing? Are we? How often are you hitting the gym? How often? You don't have to hit the gym. You could run. You could walk. How often are you exercising? Difficult, hard. It's fucking crazy. Like you know, if you're fat and you're out of shape, like I get it, but bro, hire a coach or do something and get in shape. Like you think you're gonna make over $100,000? You don't have to do that to make $100,000, but to get to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 grand a month with business online, if you're in really good shape, it helps you a lot. Your diet. I remember I used to exercise a ton, bro. I used to exercise a ton. My diet wasn't very good and I wasn't losing weight, wasn't getting in shape. It wasn't really until I dialed in my diet, like really dialed in my diet. And then I was like, you can almost slow down on the exercise in a way because your diet's so dialed. But of course we don't. We keep both moving. Investing financially in yourself. Dude, like I could pull up DMs right now of like, I'm not buying a course. I don't buy courses. I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to try and figure it out on my own. And it's like, you're going to try to figure it out on your own? You've already tried doing that for the last fucking how many years? How many years has it been that you've tried figuring it out on your own and still haven't figured it out? And you just think you're going to keep doing what you're doing. That's so dumb. I don't get it. The other thing is challenging yourself. Like, are you doing things that are getting you out of your comfort zone? Which leads me to the next point, which is you're not comfortable being uncomfortable. You're not comfortable. I have a great story. Coach Frank Alaco Sr., an amazing coach here locally to my area, and his son Frank Alaco Jr. I worked for him. Both guys have affected my life in the most positive ways. Coach Alaco was the one who taught me the quote, be comfortable being uncomfortable. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable when I'm too comfortable. Because when I'm too comfortable, I know that means that I'm going to slip back into bad habits and I'm going to get bad results. So I'm more comfortable when I can make myself uncomfortable. Here, I mean, I kind of told you my story at the very beginning of the video, but I was $25K in debt, working 3 jobs at the same time: basketball training, coffee shop, social media for realtors, all at the same time. And I was cold DMing 50 artists a day, and I meant to say and I still invested $15K in 6 months on coaching that didn't work. Meaning, by the way, I'm not saying coaching's bad. Obviously coaching's great. I wouldn't be here without it. And like, that's part of what I do. I don't have a coaching program. What I do is it's a build with you program. It's called Premium Producer Accelerator. That's where I help you build your offer, actually start getting leads, and learn how to convert those leads into paying premium production clients in 8 weeks. I literally guarantee you that in 8 weeks, we will get you a high ticket client. If not, I'll work with you for another 8 weeks for free. That's what my offer is as of right now. It might change, but this is what it is right now. But like during this time, think about it. So we're talking about January, February, March, April, May, June. In that 6 months of 2023, I was doing 3 jobs, $25K in debt, 50 cold DMs a day, and I was investing heavily into coaching. And dude, I invested 15 grand in 6 months and none of it worked. None of it worked. None of it worked. None of it worked. But guess what did happen? It was, I think in June 2023, I found the right coach. And dude, I'm on YouTube and I can easily do it. I want to shout him out. I'm going to shout out both my guys right now. But I found my coach, Jeremy Pogue. Oh my God. This man changed my life, bro. I fucking love Jeremy Pogue for the rest of my life. Every dollar I make in business, I owe back to this man. This man's I fucking love this guy. He is the reason that I got where I got to, bro. I love him to death. He's the best. He's fucking incredible. And so if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. And then the next year after that, I was able to double my business because I invested in sales, 10 grand. Let me tell you the story. I met my boy, Austin Medlin. I literally just texted him. We were talking today on the phone. I think I referred him to someone and it helped him make some money. And he was like, oh, Lee, I appreciate you so much. Like, I'm going to give you 2 one-on-one calls, blah, blah. And I was like, bro, I could never repay you unless I saved your life. That's what I said to him. And we thought that was funny. But point being, with Austin, bro, really, really great story. So let me tell you how that story went. So with Austin, here's exactly how this happened with me. I had this much money in my bank account. $4,200 cash was how much I had. And he didn't ask me. His program was like $9K. Program was $9K. And I was like, well, I have $4,200 in cash. I've still got like some kind of credit card debt. I don't remember how much I had, but I still had credit card debt. Not credit card debt. Credit card debt. I still had credit card debt. And I was spending somewhere around $80 to $100 per day on ads because I needed to run ads to make money. And he asked me for $9K. He goes, you know what we can do, man? He's like, why don't we just do 4 payments of $2,250? I think that's what it was. $2,250 times 4. Yep. He's like, why don't we do 4 payments of $2,250? So sit here, bro. Think about this. I have $4,200 in my bank. I'm still paying off credit cards. And I'm running $80 to $100 a day on ads. Guess what I did? Gave him money. Paid him. And guess what happened? In 8 weeks, I went from and by the way, this was when I was working with artists. I went from charging 3.5K and closing 18% to charging 5K and closing 36%. I had to think about it. I made the investment back from working with him within 8 weeks. How sick is that? It's wild, bro. That's what happens when you invest in yourself. You have to do that. The final one is you're stuck in your ways. I've got a couple stories here. This is a different part of the story. I was like, I already had the story written down. But stuck in your ways, the Joey Mediotti interview story. So I remember when I was in college, I was only an artist. I didn't produce, I didn't mix, I didn't master. And I did an interview with this guy. He was like, I don't know what he was doing, like a magazine or some publication or some shit like that. He didn't end up launching it, but he's like, dude, I want to interview you. I was like, okay. So he interviewed me, and in the interview, I remember saying to him, I'm not the producer. I'm just the artist. Like, that's all I do. So, dude, I come from an artist background originally. I was like, that is not what I do. Dude, not that many months later, I was like, dude, fuck that. I need to be a producer. So I started producing, learning piano, mix, mastering, because I wasn't stuck in my ways. Brendan Murphy was the first. I got to give this guy credit. We ended up like working together where he was teaching me how to grow my fan base. But then after that, he's like, dude, you should start like a high ticket offer. Like, I was like, this is what I said to him. I was like, nah, bro, I just want to be an artist. And he was like, why? And I'm like, well, that's just what I want to do. Like, I just want to be an artist. Like, he was like, you should do a high ticket coaching program. Like, you should do coaching. You should do high ticket. And I'm like, nah, that shit's hella corny. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. But then he's like, yeah, but how much are you selling your CDs for? I was like, I think they're about $9. He's like, dude, what if you sold someone on a 3K coaching program? I was like, ooh. He's like, yeah, like, don't you want to get to 10K a month? I was like, yeah. He's like, so you need like 3 to 4 of those a month. How many $9 CDs do you need? I was like, damn, you're right. I was stuck in my ways for a bit, but I was always willing to change. I'm always willing to do more. And I got out of it, and boy, did that change my life. And then paying Austin. Like, the one thing I was stuck in my ways about was how much I was charging. I was like, I'm already charging 3.5K. Like, I don't know if I should charge more. He's like, what do you want to be charging? I was like, I want to charge 5K. He's like, you're charging it now. I was like, fuck, okay, fine. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So my point is, these are the 5 things. Like, these are the 5 things. I'm going to go over them one more time. You won't show up on camera. You aren't willing to learn sales and hop on one-on-one sales calls. You don't want to work on your personal development. You're not comfortable being uncomfortable, and you're stuck in your ways. Those are the 5 things. And I'm sure I could think of so many more things, but those were the main 5. When I sat and thought about this idea for the video, I was like, I think those things would be really a good way to keep it succinct. So, do the opposite of those things. Like, right? Like, whatever they were. I already forgot what the 5 things were, but do those things. Don't do those things. Like, be the person who is comfortable being uncomfortable, shows up on camera, builds a brand, invests in yourself. Like, be that person. Like, bro, let me actually, fuck it. Let me show you an example. I highlight her. I highlight her all the time, but I really, really want to show this example. So my client, Ange, like, by the way, you got to go check out this interview. It's a little long, it's about an hour, but God, is it such an inspirational story to hear from her. Like, Ange is not afraid to show up on camera, bro. Like, all she does is show up on camera, and she invests in herself, and she tries to be the best version of herself every single day, dude. She wakes up ready to work, ready to get after it every single day, bro. Like, she is just like, she grinds hard, bro. She grinds hard. My client, Omito Beats, for example. I mean, dude, you already know. He's not afraid to show up on camera. Bro's got 100,000 followers. He shows up on camera all the time. And honestly, he's more, Omito is really, he's kind of more of an introverted person, actually. He's more naturally introverted, but this guy shows up on camera. He talks. He shows him his face. Like, one of my clients, Colin. My client, Colin, he just closed his first high-ticket client. And, bro, you could tell he's not afraid to show up on camera. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't know if he's introverted, extroverted, but he show up on camera. He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So, as you can understand, bro, my point is that, like, these traits, show up on camera, learn sales and get great at it, work on your development, be comfortable being uncomfortable, and don't be stuck in your ways. Those are going to be the things. And I know that I've set myself up in a way for a little bit of a challenge, because most music producers are like that. Most music producers, most musicians, they're stuck in their ways. They're lazy. They have this woe is me victim mentality, which is bullshit. It's so many producers are like that. But I know for a fact that there are producers out there like me, like my clients, who are not like that and want to get after it and want to make the best life they possibly can for themselves. And if you watch this far in the video, I'm sure that's you. Anyways, hope you got some value out of the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.